Ever feel like your dog is trying to communicate with you? Maybe they're not just barking for attention, maybe they're trying to tell you something really important. Stay with us, because today we're uncovering the top 5 critical signs your dog is sending you messages that you definitely don't want to miss. Let's start with number 5. But before we get started, subscribe to our YouTube channel because you'll discover mind-blowing facts and jaw-dropping information you won't find anywhere else. Don't miss out on the amazing content we have in store for you. Number 5. Your dog is pacing or restless. If your dog is pacing back and forth or acting restless, it's not just because they're bored or full of energy. This behavior is often a sign that something is bothering them. It could be anxiety, discomfort, or even a physical need, like needing to go outside. Dogs pace when they're nervous, uncertain, or feeling unwell. If you notice this behavior, try to figure out what's causing the distress. Are they hungry, thirsty, or in need of a walk? Or could it be that something in their environment is making them uneasy, like a loud noise or an unfamiliar person? If pacing becomes frequent or persistent, it's a good idea to consult your vet to rule out any health issues. Number 4. Unusual barking patterns. Barking is one of the most obvious ways dogs communicate, but not all barks are the same. If your dog's barking pattern suddenly changes, whether it's more frequent, more intense, or happens at odd times, it could be a sign they're trying to tell you something. For instance, rapid, high-pitched barks can signal excitement or anxiety, while deep, slow barks might indicate that they feel threatened or are trying to warn you of something nearby. Pay close attention to when and how your dog is barking. Are they alerting you to something unusual in their environment, or are they expressing discomfort or pain? By understanding the different types of barks, you can decode what your dog is trying to communicate and respond accordingly. Number 3. Excessive licking or grooming. When dogs start licking themselves excessively or grooming more than usual, it's not just about keeping clean. It's often a sign of stress or discomfort. If your dog suddenly starts licking a specific area of their body, it could be a sign of an injury or irritation. Excessive grooming can also indicate anxiety or boredom, particularly in situations where they feel trapped or uncomfortable. Some dogs lick themselves as a way of self-soothing when they're nervous or upset. It's important to pay attention to this behavior, as it could be a sign that something's not right. If you notice your dog licking a particular spot repeatedly, check for any signs of injury or inflammation. If the behavior persists, a vet visit may be necessary to ensure there's no underlying issue. Number 2. Sudden changes in appetite. A dog's appetite can tell you a lot about their overall health and well-being. If your dog suddenly loses interest in food or is eating much more than usual, it could be a sign of an underlying problem. A sudden loss of appetite might indicate illness, dental problems, or even depression, while an increase in hunger could point to issues like diabetes or other health conditions. Changes in appetite can also be linked to emotional stress. Perhaps there's been a recent change in their environment, or they're experiencing anxiety for some reason. If you notice any dramatic shifts in your dog's eating habits, it's important to monitor their behavior closely and consult with your vet if the issue doesn't resolve itself quickly. Number 1. Staring and following you around constantly. Have you ever noticed your dog staring intently at you, almost as if they're trying to tell you something telepathically? Staring is a common way that dogs communicate with their owners. It could mean they want something like food, attention, or playtime, but it could also be a sign that something is wrong. When a dog stares and follows you around constantly, they may be trying to get your attention for a reason. Dogs can sense when something isn't right in their environment or with their owner. If your dog seems overly attached or unusually vigilant, they may be picking up on subtle cues that you're not aware of, like changes in your mood, stress levels, or even your health. This behavior is often your dog's way of looking out for you, so it's worth paying attention to. Your dog may not be able to speak, but that doesn't mean they're not trying to communicate important messages to you. By recognizing these key signs, whether it's restless pacing, unusual barking, excessive licking, changes in appetite, or intense staring, you can get a better sense of what your dog is trying to tell you. Don't ignore these signals. They could be crucial for your dog's well-being or even yours. If you enjoyed learning how to better understand your furry friend, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more insightful videos about dogs. And don't forget to drop a comment below. Has your dog ever shown you one of these signs? Let us know.